Hi, everyone. It's Alana Campbell from You Have a Life Plan, and I just wanted to share a little bit of information about an offer that I've made. So, if you go to my website, yourlifeplan.ca, under courses and workshops, which if you drop this more, you find courses and workshops, you see this Get Your Answers with RestoreChi. And this is an offer where I'm bringing in, I guess, the lead local teacher of Master Yan to answer your specific questions on how to use RestoreChi effectively for your specific situation or whatever you want to solve. And this all came about because, there's questions like, there's a virus out there, and how can we bolster our body to protect ourselves? Or if we get the virus, how can we work at supporting our body to clear this virus? Or if some of our family members are going to take an experimental treatment or preventative measure, and we're concerned about that, how can we support our family member to be in the most health? And like, I'm including this article here, and I will include it in the link below. It's called Full Access to Your Sensitivity and Learning Blocks Are Critical for Navigation. And I want you to take ownership over whatever decision you make. Whatever I say, if it doesn't resonate with you, it's not for you. So I want you to do whatever resonates with you, whatever feels right, whatever feels like, yes, this is something I want to learn, and not be swayed into doing something for some other reason, like I'm afraid that if I don't do this, then this could happen, or somebody may think this of me, or maybe she's smarter than I am and I should listen to her. Like, you have to listen to your truth so that you can have your unique life experience. So I want you to be aware of that, and I'll put this article in the link below. So here, detoxing in general, like detoxing emotions, detoxing bad food, detoxing heavy metals, detoxing whatever, like you may have specific questions on how to do that, or diet and nutrition, or how to help with digestion, or there's two ways of thinking about nutrition. One is you should eat properly. Another is you should prepare the body to be able to process anything, because we live in a polluted world, and it should be able to process the pollution in the air, and the pollution in the technology, and the pollution in the food. A lot of it is fake, but also we should eat healthy. So it's just kind of understanding that you may be eating healthy, but if your body can't receive the healthy, then there's also a problem. So there's multiple layers of, on an energetic level, can you take in these supplements, or can you take in this good food? On an energetic level, can you clear out bad stuff? Can you tolerate that? So this is a topic I've been talking with a colleague of mine. Maybe me before, I could have eaten garbage and then cleared it out with RestoreChi, but me now, it's like my soul knows I know better. So if I eat garbage, I'm still going to feel like garbage, even though I'm trying to clear it out energetically. So these are the type of questions that you can ask Kevin, and I'll show you who Kevin is. Also, I have here that kids differ from adults. So, what you may treat an adult with for a certain symptom, you may not need to for a kid, because they have so much more yang energy. And fertility issues is something that people just get upset that they can't get pregnant, or they have a miscarriage. And of course, that's devastating. I've never miscarried, but I have been through fertility treatment. But I want people to start to think that when my body can't do something that it should be able to do, that is my body crying out for help. And what do we do? So I'm trying to spin the way we think about health to, we don't just like, you have a headache, well, numb it so you don't feel it. Or you have a symptom, well, take a drug so that you don't, like if you're stuffy, take a drug so that it clears up. But that doesn't help whatever's in you come out. And this, in part, has come about because of the situation we're in right now with this virus floating around, but also, as I learn more in a modality, which I may share with you at some point, we have to clear these things out of our body, like the congestion in our sinuses. Those are old traumas, old stories, old baggage that we're carrying. We have to clear them out. We have to impulse our body to have a reaction to dump this stuff. So we have to start thinking about illness not as a bad thing, but as something our body does to clean out. And we need to stop stopping the process, because I think we stop the process because, well, I don't have time to be sick. I don't have time to take care of myself. I don't have time to stop what I'm doing. And of course, if you want to live a healthy life where you're not in pain and you're not having chronic whatever, and you're not on all these meds that are actually making your situation worse, then you need to take the time when your body says, we're dumping stuff today. Everything needs to go aside, and you need to work on that. And that's what I'm trying to give you with these modalities, ways for you to do that. So in thinking about, doing these Q&As, I was thinking, we can't really just jump you in the deep end. Like, what are you even going to ask Kevin if you've never used RestoreChi? So, let's see here. I wonder what happens if I click this. Probably takes you to the RestoreChi page. Let's see. Oh, it does nothing. Okay, so I'll fix that. Okay, so if you go to my website here, so there's two things. If you click on this is Mighty Networks. This is like a chat platform that I have for my community. Not a lot of people in it now, but it may grow, who knows. So if you click on that, this is where people are chatting about different things. Here's a bunch of topics that are here. So this is a support group that's run by one of my colleagues. I'm really interested in creating a sustainable food supply. So that's there. There's some spiritual topics, Sasha Stone's work, some Palladian stuff. And here's RestoreChi. The modality I was mentioning about clearing out our stuff is Find Your Truth. So it's in here. And then another topic that's really of interest to me is Brave New Education, changing the way we support our children to learn or to become themselves. So there's stuff in there on that. Alternative health options, and then all kinds of different topics. Like I wanted a place where people could talk about vaccines without being called names. So it's here, troubling behavior. Like, of course, my kids have had behaviors that I'm concerned about. And to be able to say, you know, this is what I'm concerned about and not get into that whole, I don't know what happens on those normal mommy groups. I don't want that. I want like real helpful, let's try to do what's best for our kids and ourselves rather than let's just pat ourselves on the back and drug our kids. So, you know, community support, human design, soul contract, you know, there's all kinds of stuff and you can request a topic. This is for us to share what we need and have. And so we can lessen the garbage and lessen the spending on stuff. And anyways, so going up here, I will post stuff about this here. And this is where I would like you to go to share what topic is of interest to you. Are you interested in learning about detox? Are you interested in learning about working with kids? Are you interested in how to clear a product if you put it in your body, or if a family member puts it in your body, how you can support them to clear that out, how to clear out viruses and so on. There's currently one post here, which will take you to my RestoreChi page. So if we click on that, we go back to my website. And here you'll learn a little bit about RestoreChi. So this, again, the unique path each of us take to become ill will take you back to that Find Your Truth, which is this new modality I'm bringing in or certifying in. The story behind RestoreChi. So that's about Master Yan and how he came about creating RestoreChi. Success stories using RestoreChi. I recommend you go here before you commit to anything and look at different ways in which RestoreChi can be used, and see if it's something a tool that you'd like to learn about. Here's just a couple examples. This one, prepare your body for this thing. You can go check that out. And I will actually show you here. Okay, so here's one of the articles from that magazine. So it's Success Stories Using RestoreChi, which you can access from those links. And I'm going to show you some things that was created by Tammy. Here you can see a little video of her and Al Karim. And then, so that's the Excel spreadsheet that I'm going to show you. And also myself and Al and Kevin, who's the person that I would be bringing in to answer your questions, and Angela have worked on a slide presentation, which I will also show you, which can be used as a learning tool. So these are both learning tools or resources that you can purchase if they feel right for you. So this is one article where you can have a look. And then this is the other one where you can see me do a video that I did, like an intro of how to start to use these tracks, these RestoreChi tracks, to get your body in the best shape to process a virus. And then this is a track that's available for the virus. It's been available since the start. And it's been quite successful for the people who have used it. And then here I list the tracks that are helpful in getting a strong body and other things to consider. And at the bottom, this is something Angela runs. Obviously, this is outdated, but if you just email her, angelnutrition@yahoo.ca, and ask her, usually what she does, and I'm not sure what she's doing now, but she would do a 2 hours for free, just like a demo. And then she would do a day course like this at a paid price. And so that's one way to get a good introduction to Chinese medicine and RestoreChi. And so that's it for right here. And I will show you. So this is the PowerPoint presentation. So this is $40 if you want to purchase it. It's just basically a deck of about 150 slides. And what I do is I just go to File and print it, 6 by 6 slides to a thing. And I just cut them out and I use them to learn from, to like kind of piece it all together. So if you learn like that, you can see, take a look. You don't need to print all of them, but basically there's a lot of background information about Chinese medicine and the elements. I even put in for people who are really, here's meridians. Here's a table of like cross correspondence between the different elements and the major organ and the minor organ, and all kinds of stuff that you can learn how they're connected together. Then like just a slide for each of the organs. So however you want to start to learn this information, it's available for you. And I think that you would be doing yourself a service to kind of learn a little bit on your own before you pay to ask questions, but it's totally up to you. And then maybe you'd want to join like an intro question and answer and ask like, okay, I went through the slide deck and here are my intro questions, and have those answered by either myself or Kevin. I included these slides so that, because some people don't even know where their spleen is, where their kidneys are. So these are just to kind of see and to kind of know like which is in front. Is your uterus in front? Is your bladder in front? This is just some basic stuff we should all know, but most of us don't. And then when you go to RestoreChi, I don't know if I have it open right now, but I'll open it for you guys. So if you go to RestoreChi.com, you'll see here are all the tracks. So there's about 90 tracks. And if you go to one, so like this one is for the present day concern, and you go into here, you can see there's not a lot of information here. And so that's why this presentation was created, so that you can come in here and get a whole, see the meridian clock, get a slide for each of the tracks. So here, why would you use it? What does it do? What would you combine it with? Every single track has a slide like this, and it's quite a extensive presentation deck. So they have all the tracks here, and then these are the general ones you would use here. This is what the decal looks like. It usually comes, I don't sell these, but Kevin probably still does, in a little Ziploc. So this is like material, so you can tape it to your skin and it's soft. And this, this is how you would use it. This is what it is inside, because you can just see it's just in a pouch here. This is a band, I think it's talked about in here. Let's see. It might not be talked about, but this is a band you can wear. You can wear it, on your wrists, I guess, is the easiest place. But if you can get it around the top or the bottom of a meridian that is blocked, you can use it. It's just the same energy in both of these products. And there's just more tips in here. How would you go about figuring out what to treat? Like, I mean, it is kind of throwing you in the deep end, but it's a way in. There's many other ways in, like Angela's 2 hours or Angela's day session or coming to a Q&A. I just want you to know that these doorways are available for you. And even the stages of sickness according to traditional Chinese medicine, and so on. So this slide deck is $40. There's 4 of us who created it, so we just split $10 each, and that's simple as that. And then here is the slide, or not the slide deck, the Excel document that was created by Tammy and Al Karim. And so this is $30, and they just split it however they see fit. And I don't take a cut of it because I didn't work on it. This is just honest work. So here are different symptoms. Here are the tracks you might consider, some more information that they've put in here. And then they've divided the symptoms alphabetically. So this is kind of like the cleaned up version. So if you had, for example, aches and pains in your muscles, these are the comments they made. So phlegmatic is a track, central governing is a track, spleen is a track. And so they said play first 63, which is spleen, and then play 34, central governing, and then 57, phlegmatic, 21, fire, water, and then nothing else. So you can play all of these tracks, all these 4 tracks at the same time. And I'll give you a little bit of information on that. You just open multiple windows and play them all. And as long as you go to each window and the thing is still spinning, so if we go to here, if I were to hit play here, this starts to spin, the time is going up, and then I just open another tab and run, and there multiple are playing. You can't hear it from your computer. But if you have, this is my favorite speaker to use, the Bose. It's pricey, but if it's for healing, don't you want something that's like good quality, gonna have, you know, you can feel it coming through there. It feels good on your body because it's rounded. Yeah, so this is what I would recommend. Let me see, is there anything else to show you here? So here you can see blurry eyes, what would you do, and so on, different symptoms. There's a track description tab, but I think it's pretty much empty. So just like if you go here, it's just all the tracks, no descriptions. So that information would be in the slide deck. So this is $30, which is basically, I want to look up a symptom. And I guess if you have any questions, I would probably direct you right to Al Karim because he's the one who's created it. See here, you even have trying to get pregnant. Here are the things to consider. So there's all kinds of things that are in there. Basically, it's everything that we have come across as students and what has worked for our clients. That is included in here. Okay, so I think that is it to show you here. If I stop the share. Okay, so I would recommend that you get a dedicated device that is only for RestoreChi. The reason is anything that comes through is going to interrupt your track. A phone call comes through, an email comes through, or whatever comes through, an update comes through. So in the beginning, I was using old phones or old iPods or whatever, and they all ended up expiring. And so I got a Fire tablet. I don't love the Fire tablet, but it works perfectly fine for RestoreChi. The problem with the Bluetooth speakers, you can't put it on airplane mode. Like that's what I would love to do is there's no data coming in, but it needs to go to the Bluetooth. So yeah, so you'd run the tracks off here. This has a really great battery life. This has a really great battery life, like 2 days, you can run it nonstop, 3 days nonstop. And so if you need tips on what technology to buy, I guess you can reach out and I can point you to whomever is willing to give you tips on that. Yeah, so that's what I would recommend for technology. This is a cute little, well, I'll leave that for now. This is a really big oversized fanny pack, which is really handy to kind of put like your technology in your speaker and then you can have it around your waist. I find that is just easiest, or just having it in the room. But of course, it's more effective if you put it right on your body. This is something that Master Yan has created. It's just like a penny with pockets for the different organ areas. You know, get creative. So this is what I was going to show you if you want to see. This is just like a little vest for kids because I have kids and use it on kids. And this is Bluetooth speaker that you can like hook on. So I've tried that. It's a little heavy. There's also this talk speaker, which is tiny. I don't know how powerful it is for the track, but it just magnetics on. And then sometimes just because we had it, it's cute for the kids. We had this little Bluetooth speaker, which they felt like cool. Like, oh, here's my little Darth Vader healing me with the track. So that's just a little bit of an intro and some options for you. And then in that Mighty Networks, which again, you can get to from going to my website, the main page, and clicking on the M, and that'll take you to all the topics you can chat about. You can go in there and say, okay, I'm really interested in talking about this topic, or, you know, you can email me directly if you want to purchase any of the learning tools, or if you have any questions. And then what we'll probably do is a Sunday session, 10 to 12, whenever there is 4 to 10 people who want to talk on a similar topic. And then we'll just keep rolling from there. And, you know, you can reach out to Angela as well and see when she's doing her demos and classes. So I hope that's helpful. Okay. All right. Take care.